On January 25, 2025, the world music history recorded a shocking event as the news of the death of legendary singer Pat Boone spread, causing pain in the hearts of millions of music lovers. His passing was not only a loss of a great artist but also a loss of a part of the soul in global music. He took his last breath in a hospital in Los Angeles, where he had lived and dedicated many years to music. Sighs echoed from every corner, every home, where Pat's music healed countless souls and brought joy to millions. Pat Boone, born on June 1, 1934, was not only a singer but also a cultural and social icon of America in the 1950s and 1960s. He was inseparable from music, and his career changed the way people perceived pop music during that time. He became one of the most famous stars, with millions of records sold, numerous hit albums, and countless prestigious awards. But more importantly, he offered the public a view of music as an art form that can touch the human heart. The memorial service and funeral for Pat Boone were held on January 30, 2025, at a large church in downtown Los Angeles. This venue was not only a symbol of the career he had built but also a gathering place for those who loved him. From early morning, fans began to gather, bringing flowers, photographs, and mementos related to Pat. People stood in long lines to pay their respects, their eyes glistening with tears, hearts heavy with an unimaginable loss. As the ceremony began, the atmosphere became unusually emotional. Opening music played familiar melodies from famous hits like Love Letters in the Sand and Ain't That a Shame. The notes seemed to escape from Pat's own heart, reminding everyone of the profound impact he had left on them. The host took the stage, his narrating voice slightly trembling and filled with emotion, beginning to recount Pat's life journey. A young man with big dreams who overcame many hardships and achieved remarkable success, leaving a mark not only in America but around the world. Pat was not only a talented artist but also a man with a big heart. He always used his fame to contribute to charitable activities, helping those less fortunate. He often participated in community events, promoting charity programs, and supporting organizations fighting for human rights. The love he showed towards his fellow citizens and social causes was always recognized and cherished. Since the early days of his career, Pat affirmed his belief that music is a language of love, and he truly lived by that philosophy until his departure. One of his close friends, the famous singer and songwriter Michael Bublé, shared a memorable moment during the ceremony. He recounted the first time he met Pat at a concert. "When I was a young dreamer, Pat inspired me immensely. He not only taught me how to perform on stage but also how to live in this life with compassion and optimism. Pat was a shining example, and I will never forget him," Michael shared with sparkling, proud, and emotional eyes. After these heartfelt moments, the atmosphere became heavier as one of Pat's children, representing the family, stood up to speak. His voice rang out, filled with emotion. "My father was not only a great artist but also an exemplary father. He always taught us about love and honesty, about helping others and being true to ourselves. He inspired us not only through his music but also through his everyday life." Sobs echoed from the audience, as everyone felt this huge loss not only belonged to the family but to the entire music world. To honor Pat's contributions, the ceremony also featured special performances from famous artists. They sang together the classic songs of Pat, creating a warm and memory-filled atmosphere. Each note seemed to resonate in the air, bringing Patrick closer to the present fans. Kelly Clarkson, one of the standout voices of the new generation, in a solemn and respectful demeanor, sang a sweet ballad that brought silence to the space. In addition to the performances by artists, fans who had met Pat at various events stepped up to share their memories and joyful stories. An elderly woman, with bright eyes and a warm smile, recounted the moment she and her husband met Pat at a concert decades ago. She reminisced, "My father always said that his music helped him through tough days. And even now, it still brings me comfort." Such simple yet meaningful words brought everyone closer to the legacy Pat left behind. When the ceremony ended, everyone stood up, raising their hands to the sky as a final farewell to Pat. Each person held their own memories, the songs, and the moments they shared together. A small boy stood next to his mother and asked, "Mom, is Pat still alive?" She gently patted him and said, "Pat lives forever in our hearts, dear." This moment was a perfect highlight of Pat's legacy, that he would never be forgotten. After the ceremony, some fans stayed behind to share their stories and express gratitude to the artists. They collaborated to create a short tribute song titled, "Light Up the Sky for Pat," reaffirming that the light he brought would shine forever. The words, "Pat Boone Forever," became a symbol of love, accompanying music journeys everywhere in the world. The gratitude towards Pat did not stop with the ceremony. In the following days, a series of memorial concerts were held, where different generations had the opportunity to meet, express their feelings, and connect through his music. These concerts not only served as a place to remember Pat but also as a source of inspiration for young people, helping them understand that music has the power to change lives and connect people. Charities also began plans to establish a fund in his name, intended to use this funding to support young artists pursuing their passion for music. The fund aims not only to honor Pat's legacy but also to nurture new talents, individuals who can carry his music even further. On social media, millions shared their memories of Pat, from photos taken with him to stories and the impacts his music had on their lives. Hashtags like #remembering Pat Boone and #Pat Boone Forever flooded everywhere, proving that Pat's legacy lives on in every heart. These stories create a rich picture of a meaningful life, highlighting values he represented. Even though Pat has left us, his image will continue to exist as an enduring symbol in the music world and in the hearts of everyone. Every time we hear his familiar melodies again, we remember not only the music but also a man who dedicated his entire life to art, love, and noble human values. Pat Boone's name will forever be etched alongside other legends in music culture, a lasting mark in the community's heart. Over time, future generations will still hear Pat's songs, inspired by the emotional and meaningful melodies he left behind. We know that music is a universal language, and Pat used it as a bridge to connect with everyone, conveying messages of love and hope. Beyond his musical legacy, the values Pat conveyed through his life are even more precious. In the silence of the funeral, the music of Pat Boone still resonates, as a powerful signal of continuity. Music will forever be a repository of memories, where each of us keeps a little piece of Pat. Ultimately, like a loyal friend, music will always be present in life, an indispensable part that preserves the image of a person who continues to live in the hearts and souls of music lovers. Pat Boone will always be a symbol of faith, courage, and the power of music. Although the world has lost a great artist, the love and legacy he left will live on in humanity's heart, inspiring many generations to come. His music will continue to echo, touching pain, sparking joy, and connecting the hearts of strangers. And someday, when his music resonates in the wind, we will remember Pat Boone, not only as a talented artist but as someone who lived passionately for love, art, and humanity. Patrick Charles Eugene Boone, born June 1, 1934, was an American singer, songwriter, actor, author, television personality, radio host, and philanthropist. Throughout his recording career, he sold nearly 50 million records and had 38 top 40 hits. He also appeared in several Hollywood films. According to Billboard, Boone was the only singer who could rival the fame of Elvis Presley in the 1950s. Billboard ranked Pat as one of the highest charting artists during 1955 to 1995. As of the 2010s, Boone held the record for spending 220 consecutive weeks on the Billboard charts with one or more songs each week. In the 1950s and 1960s, Boone was one of the most prominent entertainment figures in the United States, becoming a teen idol as a legitimate alternative to the perceived licentiousness of rock and roll, due to his activities as a singer, songwriter, actor, and religious inspirational speaker. In 1957, at age 23, Boone began hosting a half-hour variety show on ABC, The Pat Boone Chevy Showroom, which aired for 115 episodes, 1957 to 1960. Many musical performers including Cliff Richard, Nat King Cole, Edie Adams, Andy Williams, Pearl Bailey, and Johnny Mathis appeared on the show. His cover versions of rhythm and blues hits had a significant impact on the widespread popularity of rock and roll. Elvis Presley was the opening act for a Pat Boone show in 1955 in Brooklyn, Ohio, and the two later became close friends. As an author, Boone had a best-selling book in the 1950s, Twixt 12 and 20, Prentice Hall. In the 1960s, he focused on gospel music. He later became a member of the Gospel Music Hall of Fame. Today, he continues performing and speaking as a motivational speaker, television personality, and conservative political commentator. Pat Boone began his music career while he was a student at Virginia Tech. He studied communications, where he had the opportunity to showcase his talent through performances at school events. In 1955, Pat signed with Dot Records, marking a significant turning point in his career. His first album, Pat Boone, made a notable impact on the market, and from there, his career began to soar. Pat gradually became one of the biggest names of the 1950s, thanks to his warm vocals and captivating performance style. He attracted audiences not only with his singing but also with his handsome looks and stage charisma. Throughout his decades-long career, Pat Boone released over 60 albums and more than 30 Billboard chart hits. Some of his signature songs include Ain't That a Shame? This is a cover version from Fats Domino, which not only placed Pat Boone on the charts but also helped him create a lasting impression in the hearts of his audience. The gentle, memorable melody helped this song become one of his most standout tracks. Love Letters in the Sand. Written by Pat Boone and Ken Darby, this song became an international hit. Its simple yet profoundly emotional content expresses the feelings of a young man in love, enduring despite difficulties. Speedo. Although it has a lively tune, this song carries a message about love and the yearnings of youth, helping Pat Boone elevate his image as a youthful and energetic artist. Pat Boone was also known for his ability to cover a variety of musical genres, ranging from pop to rock, gospel, and even jazz. The 1950s was the era when rock music began to flourish. In this context, Pat Boone emerged as a bright star, not only individually but also as part of the transformation in American music. He was a wildcard in broadening the concept of rock music, helping to dispel prejudices and barriers regarding religious elements of the time. He became a bridge between various musical genres, particularly between pop and gospel. Pat participated in many popular television programs of the time, including The Ed Sullivan Show, where he performed many of his hits and captured the attention of millions of viewers. His appearances significantly helped solidify his image in the hearts of American audiences. Pat Boone's music left a significant mark in his fans' hearts along with the wave of influence on modern generations of artists. From Michael Bublé to John Legend, many artists have recognized Pat as an inspiration in building their music careers. His music is not merely entertainment, it carries messages of love, joy, and hope, which are always essential in life. Pat Boone is not just a successful artist but also a significant figure in shaping musical culture. He has demonstrated that music can connect people, regardless of religious, cultural, or social backgrounds. The values he brought through his songs and charitable activities have inspired numerous generations of artists and fans. Many young artists today have shared that they were influenced by Pat Boone's music. Billy Joel once said, "Pat was one of the people who paved the way for me and made me love music more." This illustrates Pat's ability to connect with listeners' souls, helping them realize the value of music and life. Pat Boone made his mark not only in the music industry but also in cinemas. In the 1950s, he appeared in several famous films, including April Love, 1957. This romantic film not only helped Pat develop his acting career but also featured a popular title song. The movie portrays a delicate love story, praised for both its content and music. Journey to the Center of the Earth, 1959. This film, based on the novel of the same name by Jules Verne, allowed Pat to expand to a larger box office market and establish himself as an attractive leading man. The Greatest Story Ever Told, 1965. In this film, Pat played one of the apostles of Jesus, showcasing a completely different aspect of his career. Not just an entertainment artist but also a disseminator of religious messages. Beyond film, Pat Boone also participated in many television shows. The show, The Pat Boone Chevy Showroom, was one of his own, airing from 1957 to 1960. This show not only allowed him to demonstrate his singing abilities but also introduced many young artists, providing opportunities for new talents. Pat frequently appeared in various special shows alongside Elvis Presley, endearing both artists to audiences. These appearances played a crucial role in shaping his image in the hearts of fans. The combination of music and film in Pat Boone opened a new door for how artists can create and communicate with the public. He demonstrated that an artist could not only be successful in music but also create a significant impact in the broader entertainment field. The way Pat combined musical elements with acting has become a model for many subsequent artists, emphasizing the importance of diversifying careers. Family has always been an essential part of Pat Boone's life. He married Shirley Foley in 1953. They have 4 daughters, Cherry, Lori, Debbie, and Lindy. Pat always considers family his top priority in life. Despite a busy performance schedule, he tries to spend time with his family. Pat and Shirley built a happy life together, and he often shared that the support and love from his family were his greatest motivation to continue pursuing his career. Pat is also very proud of his children. He watched them grow and succeed in various fields, from music to business and the arts. This not only proves his capability to play the role of a father but also shows the connection between generations in the family. Besides music, Pat Boone has passions for many other activities. He is a sports lover, especially enjoying golf. Pat often participates in charity tournaments and sports events to raise funds for various organizations. He believes that maintaining health and physical fitness is crucial in an artist's life and career. In addition, Pat is also fond of reading books. He enjoys exploring topics related to religion, philosophy, and personal development. He feels that reading helps him broaden his perspective and provides many creative ideas for his music and life. Throughout his career, Pat Boone has built meaningful relationships with many colleagues and fellow artists. He is not just a colleague but also a close friend to many artists, from Elvis Presley and Frank Sinatra to young talents like Kelly Clarkson. Notably, Pat Boone is a role model for many young artists, with his talent and passion for music. Despite achieving great success, he remains humble and willing to share his experiences with new artists. This has fostered a friendly and supportive atmosphere in the music industry, encouraging the development of countless young talents. Pat Boone has enjoyed a loving and happy family life. He married Shirley Foley in 1953, after they first met at a music performance. Their love blossomed not only on a personal level but also in their artistic careers, making them an ideal couple in the entertainment realm. Pat and Shirley Boone have 4 daughters: Cherry, Lori, Debbie, and Lindy. Each daughter possesses unique qualities and talents, and Pat always encourages them to pursue their passions. He has shared that family is his top priority, and he wants to create a loving and supportive environment for his children. Cherry Boone. A noted singer and author, Cherry has produced many beloved music albums and has written books on psychological issues. She has also appeared in television shows and given speeches at various conferences. Lori Boone. Lori has pursued a career in fashion design and often organizes fashion shows. She also owns a famous fashion store in Los Angeles. Debbie Boone. Debbie is a singer and actress who found great success with her hit You Light Up My Life in 1977, earning her a Grammy Award. Debbie has also participated in television and Broadway stage productions. Lindy Boone. Lindy has pursued an artistic career and has become a noted producer. She also engages in numerous charitable projects to assist those in need. Pat and Shirley maintain a strong relationship and frequently organize family outings. They exemplify love and support for their daughters in all aspects of life. In addition to music and film, Pat Boone has numerous other interests and passions. He is a sports enthusiast and especially enjoys golf. Pat often dedicates time to golf not only for physical fitness but also to connect with friends and family. He commonly participates in charity golf tournaments where proceeds benefit organizations aiding children and those in need of support. Pat Boone also enjoys reading. He often turns to books on religion, philosophy, and personal development to expand his knowledge and grow as a person. Some of his favorite books include works by C.S. Lewis, such as Mere Christianity, and writings on spirituality and life from various renowned authors. Besides creating music, Pat Boone expresses his artistic passion through painting and design. He enjoys painting and frequently participates in art workshops where he can showcase his creative thinking. He believes that art is not only a form of entertainment but also a means to convey emotions and messages about life. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe to motivate me to create even better videos. See you in the next videos.